Hello everyone, this is Dr. Esther Muchemi speaking, and today I want to talk about betrayal. And what is betrayal? Betrayal is an abuse of trust. What it means is, at some point you had given your trust, or somebody had given his or her trust to you, but for whatever reason you chose to abuse that trust. In our community, there are many evidences of what I would call betrayal. You would find a husband betraying a wife, or a wife betraying the husband. You'll find a friend betraying another friend. In politics, we have seen a lot of betrayals, where at one time we agreed on a certain thing, but for whatever reason, we no longer can trust each other to deliver what either of the parties expected from us. In companies, there is also betrayal, where you find the employees are probably betraying the employer, or the employer is probably betraying the employees. And the expectation or the demands of trust from each other could either be contractual, or it could be as a result of the behavior we have towards each other. For example, I don't have to have it written down that you are my friend. There are certain activities, certain engagements that actually imply a relationship and therefore an expectation of trust. When you trust somebody, you open yourself to that person. When you put a person, for example, you make them your general manager or your finance manager, there is expectation on confidentiality. For example, a finance manager will always have access to serious information as concerns matters finance in an organization. And so, it's always very unfair for such a person to then betray the employer by releasing that confidential information to third parties who would use that information against an employer. Or just imagine that friend that you trusted and you told them the secret of your secret, the inner of your heart, and then at some point that person releases that information to people who are never party of that relationship. Can you imagine the heart? Can you imagine the emotions? Can you imagine the feeling of that person? Surely, I oftentimes ask myself, what do you gain by betraying a person? Does it make you better? Does it make you feel a better person? Does it add your happiness, your joy in your life? From where I sit, it doesn't do that. Instead, when all is said and done, at some point, it will bring regret. Because human beings have a conscience, and it may not, or that conscience may not betray you at that point when you are enjoying betraying that person, perhaps because it's just a conversation that you are having with somebody else. You may feel that you have attained a higher position because you have betrayed somebody else. But let me tell you, guilty conscience will follow you. And at some point, you will realize that what you have done or what you did has absolutely no benefit to you. The sad thing is, it will be too late. Because once you betray trust, recovery is very difficult. It may demand from you that you go and apologize to the person, to the institution, to the organization that you betrayed. But how many of us are willing to humble themselves at that level, where you can face a person and tell them, I am sorry, I wronged you. I want you to forgive me. Even then, even if you are able to do that, it rests on the person who you betrayed to agree to forgive you and to live like you never betrayed. But honestly, the odds will always be there. Therefore, my challenge to you, and this is what I would ask of you, when somebody trusts you, when an organization trusts you, when an institution trusts you, when your friends trust you, when your family trusts you, please remain accountable to that trust. Hold it and hold that trust dear to your heart. Because when you do that, we will be able to have families, institutions, friendships that are more fun because they are governed by trust, and you never feel worried that what you give to somebody will one time or the other betray you. I hope this has helped you, and way forward, you'll be careful before you abuse and betray somebody. This is Dr. Esther Muchemi speaking.